I wanted to show you something that is so simple to make, and it was easy peasy lemon squeezy, and it's the colors of the rainbow. And our classroom, 105, the snail and turtle classroom, they've had these bottles in their window over there for years, and I just got to thinking, why not make some for my own house? So, and you can even see they're reflecting on my faucet. The colors are reflecting from the sun. But there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And indigo, it took me a few times to try to get the indigo just right. I added some blue and some purple. Then I added a little more purple. Then I dumped out some water, added more water until it was just right. And it's kind of hard to tell from this video, but it is more indigo than blue. So I just want to show you guys just some food coloring. Doesn't take much at all. And some old water bottles. I might make them. I have a bunch in my recycling box. I might make them and put them in my windows upstairs just for people outside to enjoy. Or myself. I don't know. It's fun. Hi, I gotta show you something. I got a new headband. I actually got a couple new headbands and a really pretty aqua hat. My mommy and daddy stopped by. We couldn't like really visit because we have to keep our distance. And it's so hard because I love hugging my mommy and daddy, but they don't live with me. They live in a different house, so we have to keep our distance. But anyway, I heard my mommy outside. Jeannie Jean is my mom. I heard her going, "Hello? Is anybody home? Hello?" And I looked out my window right there and I said, "Mother, what are you doing here?" And she said, "I have something for your video." So I went downstairs. She actually doesn't talk like that. She talks normal. She doesn't talk like, "What I have for you." She doesn't do that. She said, "I have something for your videos." She got me this, and I love it. I love it. And she got me another one with flowers. I'll wear that a different time. And she got me a really pretty aqua colored hat. Aqua is kind of like, well, where is it? I think it's downstairs. It's like a bluish color. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful, and blue is my favorite color, and it's just really pretty. So I'll wear that a different day too. And my dad is Jimmy Jim, and my mom is Jeannie Jean. And my dad, Jimmy Jim, said, "I want to ask you something," because they watch these videos too, and they love Sally O'Malley. And he said, my mom said, "Where'd you get the idea for Sally O'Malley?" And I said, "Well, when we're at school, we learn to count by tally. What would make it fun to learn to count by tally marks? Having a puppet that rhymed with tally. And what's better than a puppet name than Sally O'Malley, who counts by tally?" And she said, "Oh, so to count by tally marks." So whenever we would get ready to count by tallies, we'd get out Sally O'Malley. And to do it, you go like this. So we know how to count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's also so many other ways to count. You can count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and so on. You can count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's also something called tally marks. So when you make a tally mark, say I want to count to 5 using tallies. I would make a line, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I wouldn't make a line, a horizontal or a vertical line. A vertical line is when it goes up and down. A horizontal line is when it goes like this way, straight across. I wouldn't make a vertical line. I'm going to make a diagonal. Diagonal line is a line like, it goes like this. It's kind of a slant. So to make this turn into 5, I would start at one corner and I'd go to the other corner. And that means 5. So if we wanted to make 10, I would do another set of these tally marks. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that would be 10. So that's the way to count by 5s, or that's counting to 5. You can use tally marks, and then another set would be 10. And then if you had another set of 5s, that'd be 15. If you had another set of 5s, that'd be 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So Sally O'Malley counts with a tally, and we would count the number of days we'd be at school. And I'm pretty sure most of the classes do that. Yeah. So that's why Sally was named Sally O'Malley, because it rhymed with tally. Yeah.
Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah. Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah. Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Everywhere I go, people want to know what these words mean, so I tell them. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Rah, 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 rah.
Well, hello there, everybody. It's funny. Let me tell you a little something. I was just hanging up some butterflies around my porch out front. Not real butterflies. They're big, like, cutout butterflies. I just like to hang different things outside on my porch every, like, week or so. And so I was hanging out some colorful butterfly pictures, and the mail carrier came to my porch where I was, and he said, "Special delivery for Miss Reed. I have something here from the Nature Gift Store." I thought, what did I order from there? And then I remembered I ordered caterpillars. I got a box of caterpillars. So I'm going to open them right now because it says urgent, open immediately. Because if we were at school, we would be doing some science things with butterflies. So since we're not at school, we're having some virtual school, and we're gonna do it anyway, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right, let's see. Now I know Miss Pierce does this too in her class, so she might have ordered hers. And I'm gonna let her know I got mine. Look at that. So right now they are caterpillars, aren't they? Can you see them? Welcome, little caterpillars. Welcome to our home. There's one jar, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, 7 in that one. I was supposed to only get 10 total. Oh my word. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 14 caterpillars, and that stuff on the bottom is their food that they feast on for a while. So they're going to stay in their little container for some time. Let's read the directions. All right, so it came with the 2 jars with the food on the bottom. Check. And on the top it says caterpillars. And all those little dots, what do you think those are? Those are little air holes so they can breathe oxygen, like what we're breathing. All right, so it comes with a little spray bottle. We'll find out what that's for. This little container with a cotton ball in it. It's got a lid. Oh, it says butterfly feeder on it. Okay. A little eyedropper. Squish, squish, squish. And a little clip thing. It looks like a little safety pin. And 2 packets of sugar. Well, sure, I could have gotten some of these from a restaurant, but I can't go to a restaurant, so anyway. And this little instructional pamphlet. This is called a pamphlet. So let's see what we find out. It's got a pretty butterfly on it. From caterpillar to butterfly. Oh, and on the back it shows you can also get a ladybug kit, a live worm farm, live bug eating plants, a live hermit crab, live tadpole to frogs, and an ant farm. I've had tadpoles that turned into frogs before. That was so awesome. Let me tell you, the life of going from a tadpole to a frog is incredible. And to watch it, amazing. It says, congratulations, you are about to watch part of the incredible life cycle of the painted lady butterfly. So it's going to look like that eventually, and it's called a painted lady butterfly. Expect the change from caterpillar to butterfly to take approximately 3 weeks, and for the resulting butterflies to live 2 to 4 weeks. Aw, so it takes them about 3 weeks to go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, and then they only live out in the world for 2 to 4 weeks. Well, I bet they make the best of their short time here. It says, look carefully at your caterpillar cup and you will see there are tiny holes punched in the lid for air. Your caterpillars only need the food on the bottom of their cup to thrive and grow. Oh, so we looked at the holes, and that's the food on the bottom. Doesn't it look yummy? Not really. In the wild, they like mallow and hollyhock plants. I don't know what mallow is. Mallow must be something that grows out in the wild. And I know a hollyhock, I think that's a type of flower, but our special concentrated diet is great for them. Now watch as they eat, crawl, spin silk, and grow to many times their original size. Don't worry if they do not move for the first day or so. This is normal. While they are eating and growing, you will see little balls on the bottom of the cup that are the caterpillar's frass or waste. Oh, it's caterpillar poo. It should be left in the cup. While the caterpillars are in the cup, you may gently pick up the cup to look at them, but do not shake it or be rough with them. Ooh, it's because they're pretty fragile. Now, one of these cups, one of them was making silk. Let's see which one. Oh yeah, see on the bottom? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? It's kind of like cottony looking stuff. There's stuff stuck to it. There's a caterpillar on it. Or no, he's on the jar. But it's kind of even looks kind of like a spider web. It's really cool looking. The caterpillars should take 5 to 10 days to grow large enough to make the fascinating change from caterpillar to chrysalis. When they're ready to change, your caterpillars will climb to the top of the cup and attach themselves by strands of silk. So there's a special disc underneath the cup, underneath the lid. See the ones crawling around up there. So there's something up there, like some fabric or paper towel or something that they'll stick to and start to form their chrysalis. When they're ready to change, your caterpillars, okay, I read that. They will hang upside down from the disc and make a J shape, letter J. Once they're in the J shape, their body will change into a chrysalis and they will shed a very thin layer of outer skin that you may not even see. During the first day, while their chrysalis is forming, it's very important that they are not disturbed. You must be very careful not to move or jiggle the cup. This is the most vulnerable stage in the development of a butterfly. So while they're in their chrysalis, lots of changes are going on in that little J-shaped chrysalis. Things are going on inside of it that's going to prepare it and get it ready to become a butterfly. 24 hours after all the caterpillars have formed chrysalids is the best time to move them into their habitat. So this is their habitat. This is going to be their habitat. Yeah, like this. This is where they're gonna live when they're ready. And it's got a little zipper on the top, like that, so that I can gently place in them. We did this last year at school. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. Whenever the kids came in the morning, they ran over to check it. And just about every morning, one of them came out of their chrysalis, and it was a butterfly, and it was awesome to watch. By this time, they should be firmly attached to the disc under the lid of the cup. To move them to the habitat, you're going to move the whole disc. So when they're ready to move, I'll take the lid off, and then I'll take the little disc out, and I'll have to put the whole little disc that they're going to be hanging from in the habitat. You set up the habitat, you open the cup, remove the disc, be very careful. Remove any webbing that may be stuck to the chrysalids. That's the silky stuff. If you have a supply bag, there's a little hook. Oh, that's what this is. This little hook included so you can use it to hang the disc securely on an inside wall. Oh, so the netting is going to be one of the inside walls. So they'll be inside of the habitat, and I'll hang it from the netting, the little hook in the chrysalises. If any of your chrysalids become detached from the disc, that means if they like fall off of their little disc that they're going to be hanging from in their J shape, gently lay them on a napkin on the floor of the habitat next to a side wall. The chances are they'll still emerge as healthy butterflies. Once every day, use a mister. Oh, the mist, because when you spray it, pss, 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 it mists. That's just a real light, like, spray of water. You must mist them with a gentle mist of room temperature water. That means water that's not real hot and not real cold. They'll do better if misted, but they'll be okay without being misted. Too much misting is worse than no misting. So I don't want to get them too wet. As with the cup, the habitat should be kept at room temperature and out of direct sunlight. Approximately 7 to 10 days after they've made their chrysalises, your butterfly will emerge. That means it'll come out. Although from the outside, the 7 to 10 days of the chrysalis phase seems to be a time when nothing's happening. It's really a time of rapid change. Within the chrysalis, the old body parts of the caterpillar are undergoing a remarkable transformation called metamorphosis. Oh my, can you say that? Metamorphosis. That is a huge word. Metamorphosis. What do you think that word starts with? Do you hear that sound? What letter makes that sound? M. Metamorphosis. To become a beautiful butterfly. Interesting. The chrysalids will get darker as time goes by. Keep your eyes on them. You may get to witness the birth of a butterfly. As a butterfly emerges, it will hold on to the disc in a vertical position. Vertical means up and down. It'll hold on to the disc while stretching its wings to full size. Don't be alarmed if you see red liquid. It might look like blood coming from the tail of the butterfly. This is called meconium. Another M word, meconium. And it's a waste product left over from the butterfly's metamorphosis. When it comes out, its wings are soft and folded. It can't fly yet. And over a period of 1 to 2 hours, it stretches and gets stronger. It's important not to touch the butterfly or the habitat or jiggle it. Only 1 to 2 hours after the wings emerge, that means they're out and like you can tell that the wings are dry and it looks strong. Your butterfly is ready for flight. You can then reach into the habitat and remove the disc and chrysalis remains. And then your butterfly's ready to leave you. But enjoy the world and flowers and sunshine. And that's what butterflies are meant to be outside. So they live about 2 to 4 weeks. Let's see. Butterflies eat by unrolling their proboscis. It's like a tongue, and drinking sweetened water. When they're finished, they roll their proboscis back up. Butterflies taste with their feet. Wow, you can use the eyedropper, which is the slang right here, eyedropper, to place a drop of the sugar water near the feet of a butterfly resting on the side of the cage to see if they will feed on it. They also like to drink from slices of freshly cut watermelon, banana, or orange. So that's what this is for then. So some sugar water, and then I would squirt some on here to get it nice and moist, damp. And the butterfly will, when it's in its habitat, one of its first feedings, it'll probably fly to this and drink some of its sugar water from that little cotton ball. Wow, this is going to be really cool to watch. Huh. So they eat by unrolling their tongue, and they drink that way, but they taste with their feet. Very interesting. I'll tell you, that's an amazing creature God made. So it came with these coloring sheets too. This is really cool. If you want one of these coloring sheets, why don't you send me an email and I'll send one to you in the mail. So my email address is reedtrisha21@gmail.com. That's REEDTRISHA21@gmail.com, and send me your address by email and I'll send you one. I can make copies at my house. See, it's the life cycle of a butterfly, and it's a coloring page. It says color me up here, and the arrows show you how they grow, how they form. So right here, it says eggs. So that would be what happens first. Then they turn into a caterpillar. Then they form their chrysalis. And then a butterfly. And you could even, as we look every day at the changes that's happening, you could keep a little journal at home, and you could write down the changes that we talk about every day. You could have a grown-up help you. You could even draw pictures of the changes you see. Like today, if you'd want to draw a picture of just the caterpillar, like in the jar, caterpillars, and you know, just you could keep track, and it'd be like a little butterfly journal, little science butterfly journal. I forgot to play my weird science song. We'll play it tomorrow when we look at them again. So right now they're just kind of chilling, and yeah, they're really cool. This is so exciting. And the habitat, remember what that looks like if you want to draw that. And think of different shapes you could use to draw these things. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's fun. That's good for now. I might come back on later with a story or something. It turned out to be a really pretty day, so I think we might go on a bike ride. I don't really know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something. Maybe draw with chalk. I don't know. Okay. Well, I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye. Love you to the moon. Love you to the stars. Love you past Jupiter and past Mars. I love you right back down to Earth, and that's a whole lot.